The story begins in the year 1984. A young African-American boy named Trey Styles lives with his mother in a tough neighborhood in Los Angeles. One day, he goes to school with a few of his friends. While they are walking, one of the boys asks if anyone heard the gunshots that happened the night before near their area. He then invites the others to follow him to the spot where the incident happened. The location is in front of an old, empty garage.
Is that blood?
Somebody got smoke. Look at the hole in the wall, stupid.
Look! Why is the blood turning yellow?
In class, Trey doesn't take the lesson seriously and makes fun of it. So, the teacher asks him to come to the front and teach the class instead. Trey confidently agrees and starts talking about the continent of Africa. He shares a lot of impressive facts and shows that he knows a lot about the topic. At one point, Trey says that all the races in the world came from Africa. One student doesn't believe him and reacts with dislike.
That means everybody's really from Africa. Everybody. I ain't from Africa. I'm from Crenshaw Mafia. Where you from Africa, you African booty scratcher? I'll get my brother to shoot you in the face. Get your punk ass brother,
Trey,
bitch.
enough.
Ain't nobody's bitch,
Bobby,
bitch.
are you listening to me? Sit down now.
Later, Trey is sent home from school. As he walks along his street, he sees a group of teenagers beating up another boy. At the same time, we hear Trey's mother, Reva, talking to the teacher in a voiceover. The teacher says that Trey is very smart and has a big vocabulary, but he often gets angry and can't control his temper.
Listen, are we going to talk about me or my sons? Trey is going to live with his father.
His father.
Yes, his father. What was our agreement? What did we put down in writing? If I do not conform to this agreement, I will go to live with my father. Trey Styles, you have to work on your handwriting.
When they arrive at Furious' house, Trey's father, Reva speaks with him briefly. She tells Furious that she can't raise Trey into a responsible man on her own.
Well, there goes your son. I can't teach him how to be a man. That's your job.
Thank you, Reva.
So it ain't no weekend thing no more, huh? You stand for good? You don't want to collect all those comic books. You living here now?
Trey is now staying at his father's house. He's with his friends Chris and Darren, who is also known as Doughboy. They are hanging around outside. But Trey isn't allowed to play because his father tells him to clean up the front yard by raking the leaves. Later, Furious goes over the house rules with Trey. He explains that he isn't being too strict. He's just trying to teach Trey about responsibility.
I gotta clean that tub?
Yeah.
Dad, can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to do around here?
Pay the bills, put food on the table, and put clothes on your back. You understand? You're a prince, you know that? What I'm doing is I'm trying to teach you how to be responsible. Get yourself together. I'll see you in the morning, okay?
That night, someone breaks into Furious' house. Trey wakes up to use the bathroom, but his father already knows there's a burglar inside. Furious quickly loads his Colt Python gun and jumps out of his bedroom, firing 2 shots. The bullets make large holes in the front door, but the thief runs away, leaving behind one of his shoes. Furious calls the police, and they wait outside in the cold for nearly an hour. When the police finally arrive, one of them, a black officer, seems annoyed and short-tempered. He gets upset when Furious says they waited too long. Since nothing was stolen, the officer says they don't need to fill out a report. The officer tries to be friendly toward Trey, but Furious tells his son to go back into the house.
Go on in the house, Trey. Go on.
Something wrong?
Something wrong? Yeah.
The next day, Trey goes over to Doughboy's house. Ricky, Doughboy's brother, is one of Trey's closest friends. Even though they're brothers, Ricky and Doughboy have different fathers. Their mother clearly likes Ricky more. While Trey waits outside, Doughboy's mom yells at him, calling him lazy and dumb. Doughboy comes out and waits with Trey for Ricky, who is carrying a football.
So tell me something.
Man, forget that girl. Come on, let's go see Chris.
Where does he live?
He don't live far.
Soon, their friend Chris joins them and asks if they want to see a dead body. The boys walk to the place where the body is lying. As they are staring at it, a group of tough teenagers approaches them. They ask for Ricky's football and promise to give it back. Ricky, feeling scared, gives them the ball, but it's clear they won't return it. Doughboy walks up to one of the bigger boys and demands the ball. When he fails to take it, he kicks the boy's leg. In return, the bigger teen hits and slaps Doughboy.
I was gonna give it to you, too.
Man, his daddy gave him that ball. I wish I could kill that mother.
Hey! Hey, little man! Catch!
The boys start walking away, and Doughboy says he's going to the store. Ricky reminds him that he has no money, but Doughboy insists on going anyway. Meanwhile, Trey goes fishing with his father. At the ocean, Furious asks his son if he sees himself as a leader or a follower. Trey quickly says he's a leader. Furious then asks what Trey knows about intercourse between man and woman.
I know a little bit.
Oh yeah? What little bit is that? Any fool with a dick can make a baby, but only a real man can raise his children. I wasn't but 17 when your mother was pregnant with you. I knew you was gonna be a boy. Don't ever go in the army, Trey. Black man ain't got no place in the army.
Later, while driving back home, Trey and his father see police cars in front of Doughboy's house. Doughboy and Chris are being arrested for stealing from a store. There are police everywhere, and Doughboy's mother is standing in the doorway looking disappointed. Trey is shocked by what is happening to his friend, and their eyes meet as the police car drives away. 7 years pass, and now there is a party at Ricky and Doughboy's house. The party is to welcome Doughboy home from prison.
All another barbecue? Huh?
Give him to me, Ricky.
No, son, if I got him, go about talking to your friends over there. I got him. Domino, mother. Say about that. That's just one time, nigga. Let's play again.
Yeah, I'm with that gang.
Bust facts. Cool. I have something for you to suck up. Yeah, cut that, G.
Trey attends the party. Ricky's mother, Brenda, talks to him and asks him to speak to Doughboy about avoiding jail in the future. Trey finds Doughboy playing dominoes with Chris and another gang member named Monster. Brandy, Trey's girlfriend, is also at the party. Trey is unsure about their relationship because Brandy refuses to sleep with him.
Trying to keep my ass out this time.
Well, that's what we're here to celebrate, right, man?
That's Trey, Ricky's best friend. Girl, he is fine. I like to watch that. Girl, I've seen him before. Do he got a girlfriend? Yes. He fine anyway. You better watch his ass. Somebody might steal.
Trey leaves the party and goes home, carrying a plate of food for his father. On his way, he sees a toddler playing in the street. Trey takes the child back home to her mother, who seems addicted to drugs. He scolds her for not watching her daughter and for not changing the baby's diaper. Shockingly, the woman offers Trey oral intercourse in exchange for money. He refuses and walks away. Just as he's crossing the street, a red car suddenly stops in front of him.
Mark.
What's that, barbecue?
Yeah. Miss Baker told me to bring you a plate.
Brenda, huh?
Yeah.
She ain't lost her touch. She still can make some barbecue.
Back at home, Furious is giving Trey a haircut. Trey says he feels like he's getting older. Furious, smiling, reminds Trey that he's only 17 years younger than him. 3 jokes that his future children will probably beg their grandfather for money. Furious becomes serious and asks Trey if he is being safe during intercourse. Trey makes up a story about sleeping with a young woman he met, but it's not true.
Oh, man, why
Hey,
you...
look, Trey, I ain't ready to be a granddaddy, all right?
Don't worry about it. I can take care of myself. Why you sweating me, man?
You had some pussy yet?
What?
You had some pussy yet?
Yeah. It was a Sunday, right? Rick and I were kicking it up on Crenshaw. Man, there was this one girl. Everybody was trying to rush. So I'm like eyeballing at her. She walks right up on me and she busts out like, Is this your ride?
The next morning, Trey picks up Ricky and they go to school. On the way, Trey talks about the conversation he had with his dad and admits that he is still a virgin. Ricky laughs at first, but then he apologizes. After school, Ricky goes to football practice while Trey spends time talking to Brandy. She still doesn't want to sleep with him because of her Catholic beliefs.
Class.
You want to wait till you get married first, right? No, look at me, right? It don't make no difference whether we do it now or later. We're still gonna get married, right?
Come to my house and let's do the local style.
Hey, Dookie.
So let me knock the stuffing off that egg. It's my friend.
Trey tries to change her mind with different arguments, but Brandy stays firm. Eventually, they make peace and get along again. Trey knows how to get close to her, even though he realizes he is pressuring her. That night, they talk on the phone for hours, but Trey keeps getting calls from his mother.
Wait, hang on, let me call.
Trey, this is your mother.
Hi, Mama.
What kind of way is that to answer the phone? Why didn't you come over this weekend?
I was calling with Rick.
Let me speak to your daddy.
Pop! Telephone!
Look, I don't think that's necessary.
While Doughboy relaxes on his front porch with his friends, a college representative from the University of Southern California, USC, visits their house. He comes to speak with Ricky about the chance to attend USC on a football scholarship.
Yo, you think you can hook me up with a scholarship?
What do you do?
Don't you know the man's about business? Move, nigga.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Louis Crump. You must be Ricky's mother. Thank you.
How you doing? You met the game against Washington, right?
Yes, I remember. That was a good game.
Well, why don't you all sit and talk?
I just want you to know we're interested in you coming to the campus.
Here's my tape. They had the best defense in the city that year.
What are you interested in beside playing ball? What kind of degree would you like to pursue?
Well, actually, I was thinking about majoring in business.
Young brother, I think you can do anything you put your mind to.
After the representative leaves, Ricky's mother, Brenda, tells Ricky how proud she is of him. They hug, full of hope that this opportunity could be a fresh start for their lives. A few days later, Ricky and Trey take the SAT exam. Once they finish, they visit Furious at his office. Furious now owns a business that helps people find affordable loans to buy houses. He asks Trey to drive them to a poor area in Compton. There, under a huge billboard that says cash for your home, Furious talks to them about gentrification. He explains how rich companies lower the value of homes in poor neighborhoods to push out the original residents, then raise the prices to bring in wealthier people.
That's what happens when the property value of a certain area is brought down. Now what we need to do is we need to keep everything in our neighborhood, everything, black.
It's these folks shooting each other and selling that.
But we are not the people who are flying and floating that shit in here. Why is it that there's a gun shop on almost every corner in this community?
Why?
Why? They want us to kill ourselves. You go out to Beverly Hills, you don't see that shit.
What am I supposed to do? Fool roll up, try to smoke me?
You have to think, young brother, about your future. Huh?
Afterward, Trey and Ricky head back home. On the way, Trey suggests they pass by Crenshaw Boulevard to catch up with Doughboy and his crew.
God damn, it's a lot of motherfuckers out here.
Nigga, don't be using God's name in vain.
Yo, why the y'all getting so damn religionified lately?
Do I believe in God? Yeah, I guess I do.
There was a God. Why be letting motherfuckers get smoked every night?
They park and walk toward Doughboy's car. While chatting, a tall gang member walks by and purposely bumps into Ricky in a rough way. Ricky gets angry and starts shouting at him, but the gang member doesn't care. Doughboy steps out of his car and shows off the gun he has tucked in his waistband. The gang member's girlfriend tries to keep things calm and says they should all hang out without any violence, but Doughboy insults her. Some of Dough's friends come over to back him up, and the group of gang members walks away.
Nigga can't fight, so he always trying to find some excuse to shoot somebody.
As the gang members reach their car, one of them fires a MAC-10 machine gun into the air, causing panic. They drive off quickly. Trey becomes frustrated and says he wants to leave Los Angeles for good. Soon after, the police pull them over. One of the cops is the same officer who came to Trey's house years ago after the break-in. The officer doesn't recognize Trey, but assumes he is just another gang member. Filled with anger, the cop points his gun at Trey and threatens to shoot him. Then, he gets a call about a possible murder and decides to let Trey and Ricky go.
Blow your head off with this Smith & Wesson and you couldn't do shit. How you feel now? Bravo, Adam 63. We have a possible 187 in Blue VW at Corno, Florence, in Vermont.
Stay out of trouble.
You gentlemen have a nice evening, man.
That night, Trey lies in Brandy's arms and starts crying. She gently comforts him, and they end up sleeping together. The next day, Furious has a meeting with Trey's mother at a restaurant to discuss things concerning their son.
I bought him some shoes yesterday.
Why are you always buying him stuff?
Did he tell you he wants to move in with Brandy when they go to school?
Yeah.
So don't you think that's a bad idea?
But Trey is a grown man now. He is not a little boy anymore. Excuse me, I'm gonna get some cigarettes.
No, you're not getting off that easy. Sit your ass down.
Later that morning, Trey sees Doughboy sitting on his mom's porch. Everyone is laughing and joking, but in the distance, the red car that once followed Trey is watching them again. Sensing danger, Doughboy quietly tells his friends to back away from the street, just in case something happens.
27 years old, still motherfuckers our age. With his old ass. Yeah. Handle your shit, G.
Peer pressure, man.
Handle your shit. Let me do some shit like that, Mons will be like, I ain't having.
You know you heard me.
What?
Inside the house, Ricky is watching TV. An ad for the U.S. Army plays, and Ricky starts thinking that joining the military might help him pay for college. His girlfriend then asks him to go to the store to buy some cornmeal. As Ricky gets ready to leave, Doughboy teases him about doing chores for his girlfriend. Ricky responds with an insult, and the two begin fighting in the front yard.
Yo, what's your problem, man? Y'all are brothers. You ain't supposed to be fighting each other.
Get him, Joe. Get him, Joe.
Hey!
Get him, Joe. Get him.
Cut that out.
What you hit me for? Why you hit me?
After that, Trey and Ricky head to a nearby convenience store. On the way, Ricky tells Trey he's seriously thinking about joining the army. Trey tries to convince him not to, explaining that his own father once served and didn't gain much from it, especially as a young black man.
I want to be like my brother, man. Hanging out and not doing shit.
Listen, let me tell you something. When you join that army, you ain't gonna be nobody.
Hey, yo, brother, you got any change?
No, I ain't got no change, G. You anything?
Shit, nothing.
There's that mother was talking shit the other night.
Back at home, Doughboy notices the red car speeding around their neighborhood. He immediately realizes the gang members are chasing after Ricky and Trey. He quickly gets into his car with his friends and drives off to help. Meanwhile, in another alley, Ricky suggests he and Trey split up and meet later at home. As Ricky walks alone, scratching some lottery tickets he bought, Trey suddenly sees the gang's car pull up behind him and screams for Ricky to run.
Ricky!
But Doughboy and his friends arrive too late. Ricky has already been shot. They carry his body back home, trying to care for him, but it's too late. His mother and girlfriend scream and cry in pain and sorrow over his dead body.
Oh my God. Ricky? Ricky, it's all right. Get up, baby. Get up, Trey. What happened? What happened to you? Get up.
Give me the baby.
Get up. Wake up.
Mom, I didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing.
Oh my God, what did you do to him? You did this! You did this! God damn you! You did it! I know you did it!
Meet me at my house in 5 minutes.
Back at home, Trey takes his father's gun, planning to get revenge. But before he leaves, Furious stops him. He speaks calmly and strongly, convincing Trey not to go after the killers. Trey listens and sits quietly in his room. A few moments later, Brandy comes by to talk to Trey, but he's already snuck out through the window. He joins Doughboy and the others in their car, determined to go after the gang.
Yeah.
During the ride, Trey realizes his father was right. He asks Doughboy to pull the car over and decides to go home. At the same time, Ricky's mother is sitting in deep grief. She looks at his SAT scores and feels heartbroken that Ricky will never get the chance to fulfill his dreams. Meanwhile, Doughboy and his two friends continue driving around until they spot the gang members who killed Ricky at a food stand. Monster pulls out an AK-47 rifle and they drive toward the group. The gang members try to escape across a parking lot.
Look, don't follow me, man. Go your own way.
God damn, man. And I'm on parole. Ain't this about a bitch?
Come on, man. Let's go, man.
Come on, nigga, now. Turn your punk ass over.
Oh, man, I didn't do it, man. I didn't pull the trigger.
Yo, Joe, let's bail, man.
Man, let's
Come on.
go.
That's it.
The final titles reveal that Doughboy was killed 2 weeks later. Trey, on the other hand, went to college in Atlanta with Brandy. Trey enrolled at Morehouse College, and Brandy attended Spelman, a nearby school. The last shot on the screen shows the message, "Increase the peace." And with that, this very real and emotional story comes to an end.
I know why you got the car last night. You don't want that shit to come back to haunt you. Turned on the TV this morning about living in a violent world. They had all this foreign shit. They ain't have shit on my brother, man.
Y'all get him?
We all gotta go sometime, huh?